Yes.
That is way more fun.
No, I like the quicker. Welcome back, ACL Canada Nation. We are back here, second tournament of the week. Actually, no, it's probably our fourth now because we already had women's, juniors, and seniors happen this morning. We've seen Crystal Hagens take down women's. We've seen Mason Miller double dip for the junior. If you weren't watching that, go back and watch it for Mason Miller. 10-year-old Mason Miller down big in his first game. Shows composure to come back. Cutting shot, like he had one where his opponent, Ludwig Daig, put a blocker up in front, and Mason 3 times cut around it to put bags in, came back, wins it, and then just steamrolls through that game too. It's just, I'd seen him about a month and a half ago, possibly, just after he got back from St. John's. Went down to Delhi Cornhole Club, seen him at just a regional event, got to play against him. And then you could really see something special on him there. I even did a little video with him saying how, he's going to be doing something special. Lo and behold, a month and a half later, he is juniors champion, and with winning that CCL juniors championship here, he is an ACL Canada Pro next year. So then we went on to the seniors final. There we've seen Paul Aiken down about 7. I was talking with Paul about this. 17-5. He was like, I was throwing horrible. I was just looking for a point here and there. He got it. Comes back to beat Scott Burns in the final of the seniors. So we have, like I said, Crystal Hagens winning the women's, Mason Miller winning juniors, and Scott Burns winning the seniors. And now we're here for the first pro event of the weekend, pro doubles. And we have it here. As Derek Barrett said, it's St. John's Conception Bay versus the Point May Mafia of Albert Parsons and Dion Kuza. Derek Barrett just seeing the shirt that Andrew Spencer is wearing with Derek Barrett, his picture on the So now they'll come over to watch. So Andrew. Step in front of this one. Step in front of this. Over. There you go. There's the Derek Barrett jersey that Andrew Spencer is wearing. Here we go. Donnie McPhee, yes, you sure, yep. This here first. I think these bags are live here. Andrew told me he wants Derek to feel like he's playing with that big poster next to him. Dion is up and in. Derek will put a block in behind his own. Dion steps out. He is up and in. Okay, those bags were not live. I thought they were live. They weren't. It's like Andrew's going to go for the spin here now. So Albert Parsons and Andrew Spencer will start off. Andrew looks like he will have first bag. Andrew is up and in. Albert will put a block up in the front. Trying to see Albert and Dion are throwing the Octane Sparks. Derek and Andrew are throwing the Titan Darts. Andrew will take Albert's bag off the back. Albert will go in behind Andrew's bag. Andrew goes up, misses the airmail off the back. Dion wants to go slick side, throws regular. He'll just go on. Looks like he will get 5-4. Give Albert and Dion 1. It's now 1-0. See, we got 57 people in the chat. Thanks for coming back here. We are still day one here, day 1 of 4. We still have pro teams semifinals coming up tonight. We'll have Calgary and Toronto in game 1. Game 2 will be Montreal versus St. John's. Dion now throwing his second bag. He's off, almost knocks his own bag off the back. Derek will throw short and gives me a look. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me. Dion now his third bag. Up and will bully Derek's bag off to the right. Derek is stepping out, trying to collect them all. No, he misses, but collects Dion's 2 bags off the back. Dion now his final bag. Dion goes for the push and off the back. Derek is up. Oh, rodeos Dion's bag in. 4-on-3, give Derek 1, and we are tied up at 1. I almost thought we were going to wash out at 1s there for a minute. Daryl, I think they are going to probably coming up here soon. Edie, I'm seeing... Okay, well, Bernie was just actually standing just in front of me. Bernie and Brandon did get a bye. If you look up in the chat a little farther, I did put the bracket. I'll put the bracket in one more time here. I'll also change the live feeds here as well, the cameras. Albert is up and in. Andrew is in for a 10. Albert is in, and they'll wash out at 10s, and we will continue at 1-1. Seeing up to 69 people in the chat. That is fantastic. Let me know where you're watching from, folks. Unfortunately, right now, if you are watching on YouTube, I do not have anything to be able to watch 2 streams at once. As Matt said, technology is not my friend. I had my second Chromebook I always have with me go down this week. Although I did look, there is an Amazon liquidation place next door. Maybe go and see if I can get a cheaper laptop there. Dion will kick off the left. Derek will drop all of the bags. So I will flip over to the YouTube. I'm seeing we got 47 people over on YouTube. Thank you on the YouTube side for watching. Seeing Wolfpack Cornhole, TJ and Kyle. You guys will be here later on taking that long drive. I know it was 5.5 hours for me, and I believe it's probably about 6 for you guys. Dion now. We'll wash that out at 8s. Seeing watching from Wisconsin. Glad everyone can join us. I know you're all just biding your time, waiting for that big show from Spencer's to start up. They'll be starting up tomorrow. Justin watching from Norway. Andrew will go up in behind Albert's bag. Albert will knock them all in. Andrew's got a little bit of a spot on the side. Dion's telling Albert to watch. Andrew didn't like that bag, but I like that. Blocking behind. Albert will just push into it. I think if I'm Andrew, I'm just going in behind one more time. Oh, he goes up. Goes for the airmail off the back. Dion's calling for slick side. Nothing falls. We'll got 6 on 5. Andrew and Derek in the lead here. Dion will go in. So I'm seeing Kevin Moore now enter the building, looking for a Connors game. Derek's in. That bag is still sitting on the side of the hole. Dion will bring it in. Derek's now up and on the right side. Dion can go in and pick up 2. And he does. Makes score now 3-2. Good to see Bobby Speary back in the chat. We're up to 79 on the Facebook. I'll pop over to YouTube here. YouTube's still at 47. Albert's first bag is in, and Andrew will be on the side of the hole, and Albert will push him in. Little tap. Andrew's up and gets around. Nice job cutting around there. Albert will drop 1. Block up Andrew's side. Andrew will go in behind. Dion wants to step out and go right through. And then barrel rolls off the back. Andrew goes for a hard push, but misses. 9 on 7. Give Albert and Dion 2 more. Make the score now 5-2 for Albert and Dion. Dion will slide in the side of the hole. Dion will push right through. Derek's off to the right. Dion's up and in. Derek will just miss to the right again. Dion wants to stay left side of the hole. But Dion will knock one of Derek's bags in. Will Derek now look to go up? He's got a little side of the hole on the left side he can see. Not sure if he'll be able to go left to right on this. Oh, he just misses, doesn't fall. 10 on 8, give Dion 2 more. And Dion and Albert now lead 7-2. Albert now first bag is up and to the left side of the hole. Andrew was up and in. Drag Albert's bag just a little closer. Albert would now go to the right side. Andrew is up. Dropping the front side, but he'll collect Albert's bags a little closer in. Albert's off the back and nothing falls after hitting that. Andrew will drip in the front without... Oh my gosh. Now what's Andrew do? Sitting 9 on 3. We'll go on 10 on 3, give them 7. We have a lead change, 9-7 now for Derek and Andrew. Derek will put a bag up in the front. This is Albert's, as he says, this is his final season of doing all the traveling. He'll be retiring from the pro division. After this, Dion's up and off to the right. Albert been one of the mainstays of cornhole in Newfoundland. Dion on the back side of the hole. Derek will put one up in the front. Shannon, that quote is a little more has a little more effect when you're in the building and talking about Derek. Dion's up, knocks Derek in. We got a 12 on 8. Give them 4 more, and it's now 13-7 in favor of Derek and Andrew. We go up to 81 on Facebook. Let's check over the YouTube side. YouTube side is we're at 50. 6 of you leaving from Brantford. That's going to be a full car. 67 on YouTube. 83 on Facebook. Andrew now up and in. Albert will be off to the left. Andrew can go in for a 12. And drips down in the side. And Albert is off the back. Give Andrew 5. Sorry, no, give him more. And that will be it. Derek Barrett and Andrew Spencer defeat Dion Kuza and Albert Parsons 21-7. They will advance. Not sure who they will be playing yet. Not sure who will be next up on the live feed here. Trying to see some other games here that are going on. James Forbes, Corey Ewart are up 19-6 on Don Cartwright, Crystal Hagens, Andrew Spencer, and Derek just defeated Albert and Dion. Looks like they are going to be up. They're playing against, though. They're going to have a tough game. They got Carl Menard, Guillaume Tremblay, as Carl and Guillaume just defeated Greg Phillips and Chris Shire. They are headed over to court 6 for that game. Looks like we do have a game up here now. We have got Steve James, Nyan Shaw against Connor Weiss and James Finley. Connor and James got the bye first round as they were the number 2 seed. So this is double elimination. This has normally been just a single elimination, but we are going into a double elimination format. So Dion Kuza and Albert Parsons are now up over on court 8 against Greg Phillips and Chris Shire. battle of a couple of the Ottawa area players as Steve James, along with the Lynn Lattisaur, they do run the Eastern Ontario Cornhole League, just not far from here. And Connor Weiss runs the Capital Cornhole League. Seeing a lot of Capital Cornhole jerseys in the front row here. It's like James Finley went to just do a music change. It's like we're going to do two. They're going to do 2 or 3. So we will go and we will take a break, and we will be right back in 2 minutes or less. It's like they are ready to go now. Connor spinning it up. Connor and Nyan will start off this round, this game here. Connor James throwing their Octane Ions. Trying to see, I believe Nyan and Steve are throwing, I believe, Brotherhood bags. Nyan goes to go up, but he kicks off to the right. Connor goes for the airmail and hits it. A little delayed reaction there, Connor. Here we go now. James Finley here now, his first bag. That was an airmail to wash it out. Sorry, Steve James has first bag. Steve will put a block up in the front. James will go off to the left side. Steve rolls over, brings that bag a little closer to the hole. James will go off to the right, covering up that all cornhole logo on the back, and Steve will go right through. James is in. Steve's up and in for a 12. James is in for an 8-12 on 8, gives Steve 4, and Steve and Nyan are up 4-0. Early lead. James and Connor are going for their 3rd victory of the season. They've already won 2. Being Drummondville and St. John's. Nyan's up and in. Connor will follow. Nyan's in for a 12. Connor will follow again, and we got a social. First one of the pro division here. So we got 58 now watching on the Facebook side. On the YouTube side, we're down to 60. James will drip inside the left side of the hole. Steve will just wobble it in. Still goes in. James will put a block up in front. I'm not sure why whenever these two teams go James Finley goes right from the bottom of the board all the way up to the top to get it to go in. I was going to say, I'm not sure why whenever these two teams play against each other, I think they're trying to play games with me because they always put Steve James and James Finley at the same end all the time. So I've got Steve James Finley on the one side. Connor will bounce off Nyan's bag and go up a block, and Nyan will go in behind. Connor's still able to see some of his bag and see if he'll go for it. Goes up. I'll go for the airmail instead. Why bother going through when you can go over? Nyan will push Connor's bag in. Connor can go for a short airmail. Goes up. And he drags it. Big shot by Connor. For a 12. Now Nyan's got to somehow get all of his bags in here. Goes for a push and nice collect for 2. 12 on 8. Give Connor 4. And just like that, it's now 6-4 for Connor and James. James Finley, now his first bag, he is up and in. James will put a block up in the front. Steve will just go on by the hole on the right side. James will follow him up there. Steve will push James's bag in. James just off the side. Steve goes for the push and the collect, and it's now at 10 on 8. Give them 2 more, and we're tied at 6s. We're up to 72 people watching on the Facebook side. YouTube side, we're at 63. Giving you guys a little cornhole action during the day here as you get ready for Spencer's to start tomorrow. There's a little event at some Airmail City venue apparently tonight. Steve James talking as always. Connor goes slick side and collects them all with a roar and a nod from his mom. She gets the approving nod. Nyan will go by his bag. Connor can go in for 4. And he does. 12 on 8. Give him 4. Connor is on fire. Yes, Daryl, it is the same match on the YouTube side. This is the only feed that we have going here this weekend. Had a little bit of an issue this morning getting women started off. We were a little bit late, so then ended up going, instead of just ACL Canada, we are ACL wide. YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. James hits his bag but knocks one of Steve's bags in. Steve will return the favor. James Finley will kind of go in and bully Steve's bag back a bit. So let's see what Steve wants to do here. He's going to try and go up just into it. Give it 8 on 6. Give them 2, and it's now 12-6 for Connor and James. Connor put a block up on Nyan's side. Nyan will go into it. Connor tries to lay him behind, but he kicks off to the left. Not what he wanted. Nyan will push his bag in, then kick off right. Connor will push in. Good bag by him. I think those bags should be able to go. Nyan will slide in that right side. Connor pushing, collects 3. 9 is up and in, and we'll wash it out at 10s. Some big bags by Connor here. Even seeing a Finley family hoodie in the crowd. There was must have been about 20 or 30 of them had them in Drummondville. Steve James will go in. James Finley misses left and he's off the back. Steve James will go in behind James Finley's bags. Finley will go in behind as well. Oh, is that... Connor wants him just to block. It's not exactly what they wanted, but Steve James will go off that side. Give Steve and Nyan 3, and it's now 12-9. This is a second round matchup. The Pro Division here has usually been single elimination, but this weekend it is double elimination. They will then go down into a stacked bracket. After that, a 9 will knock Connor's bag in. Connor, off, and that was dirty. Off of Nyan's bag. Goes back around the hole, but Nyan will collect all of his bags. Connor now dripping just on the edge of the hole. That's as good as in. Nyan will replace. Nyan just sits up top. Let's see what Connor wants to do now. He's got all of the backside of the hole open. He's going to go up and off the back, give Nyan 1. It's now 12-10. Steve James will put one off to the right side of the hole. Up in that back corner. That's not coming back, but James Finley will put one on the left side of the hole. Steve will go in behind it. James Finley will try and wrap it around. Steve gets one of his and one of James's to fall. And let's see what Steve James wants to do with this one now, with 2 of James Finley's bags just hanging in the hole. Steve goes up. James Finley can go in for 4 and does. Make the score now 16-10 for Connor and James Finley. I am guessing we are going to see these two in the matchup against Calgary tonight playing doubles. Connor's up and in. Connor will just continue. Lana put another block up in the front. Connor will go to just block in behind. Sorry, didn't change the boards there, folks. Nyan will push into that pile. 10 on 6.
Come on, James, finish it up here.
20-10 the score now. James Finley's just off the left. Steve James will go in. Perfect block in front by James. Steve James will kick off to the left. Finley will go in behind that. James is asking Connor if he wants him to go right through. He's going slick side down. Hard push. So right now, Nyan and Steve are sitting +2. Nyan wants Steve to give him a left or right cut. And he gets it. Little awkward handshake there. Make the score now 20-15. Give Steve and Cheyenne and Nyan 5. Nyan was first bag. Nyan's up and in. Drops down that right side of the hole. Connor now, he is up. Will go in. It looked like he wanted to set up a block in the front. Just didn't get it. Didn't slow down enough. And he's blocked off on the left. That's not what he wanted. Nyan will follow him over. See what Connor wants to do now. Connor will go in behind. Nyan goes up, and he's off the back. Connor is in for the win. Airmail up. No! Gets Nyan's bag to fall, and his trampoline's off the back. So score there, 9 on 5. We're now 20-19. Steve James will have first bag.
Sorry, James. Let's keep going, buddy. Fire him in.
Connor apologizing to James, and James is saying, no problem, we got this. Steve James' first bag is a block up in the front. James going to go off to the left. Steve will just be laying on the side of the hole there. Now we're going to see which bag is going to come. Both on each side of the hole. Both same amount. Steve James goes up, but he knocks James Finley's bags in a bit more. Finley goes short. James can go in for an 8. And he does. Here it is. And he collects both. 9 on 8. That's the 1 point that James Finley needed. James and Connor will defeat Nyan Shaw and Steve James to advance in the bracket. What a shot by James Finley. I think that's what he wanted the bag before. But he went short. Wow, we have had some games here today. Let me see if I can check out the bracket here for you, folks. Top side here, Rob Ayers, Craig Halford will be playing against Connor Weiss and James Finley. Possibly coming here. No, we've got Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi will be against Andrew Spencer and Derek Barrett. Derek Barrett, Andrew Spencer defeated Carl Menard and Guillaume Tremblay 23-0. Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi defeated Corey Ewart and James Forbes 23-3. So we will have them up next on court 1 here as we see Derek making his way. I'm guessing the Rob Ayers, Craig Halford versus Connor Weiss and James Finley is going to be held to be on this live feed court. So if you're watching from the West, hang tight. We're going to have Rob and Craig on the broadcast here. So this here is to go to the King Seat game. We will have Titan Darts against Cat Bags here. I'm not sure which ones Brandon and Bernie are going to be throwing. Looks like they are both taking a couple-minute break. So we are going to come back here from the EY Center, Ottawa, Ontario, the nation's capital, which is fitting for the ACL Canada National Championship 2024. This is pro doubles action. We will be back in 2 minutes or less. Welcome back here, ACL Canada Nation. We are back here now with our first game to go to the King seat. That is Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi will be up against Derek Barrett and Andrew Spencer. This is the second time we've seen Derek and Andrew on the live feed. They defeated Dion Kuza and Albert Parsons earlier, 21-7. Looks like we are ready for the bag spin now. Brandon wanted the 8 down and back, so we convinced him down to 2. So we are ready to go. Here we go. Andrew Spencer, first bag. He is up and on the left side of the hole. Bernie is up and in. Andrew misses to the right. Derek telling Andrew to slow down. Andrew's up and he'll go in behind Bernie's bag. Bernie will just continue with that train coming down the board. Andrew goes up, misses the airmail. Brandon wants the airmail from Bernie as well. Bernie goes up. He's off the back as well. 5-on-2, give Bernie 3. And Brandon and Bernie out to an early 3-0 lead. We will have Rob Ayers and Craig Haford up next, playing against Connor Weiss and James Finley in the second game to go to the King seat. Derek will go in behind Brandon's bag. Brandon will go on the right, just past the hole. Derek will go into that pile. Brandon going that pile, edges his bag in just a little closer. Derek will go in, knocks off Brandon's bag. Brandon's bag is not moving. Brandon goes to airmail, drags his bag in. Big shot. Derek will go in and will wash it out at 8s. Bernie now will have first bag. Bernie is up and he's on the right side of the hole on the back. Andrew goes up and will follow him over there, pinching Bernie's bag on the back side. Bernie is up and in on the left. Andrews misses right and he's off the back. Bernie will knock Andrew's bag in. Andrew's up. Brandon wants the airmail. Bernie asked him what he wanted. Brandon just shook his head yes. Bernie goes up. He trampolines off the back and gets 1 to fall. Andrew can go in to wash this out. And he does. Wash out at 7s, and we'll continue with it still being 3-0. Brandon and Bernie. Back up to 73 watching on Facebook. YouTube side, we're at 81 now watching. So folks, I got to flip back and forth between YouTube and Facebook here. Technology has not been my friend this weekend, or this week, with stuff breaking down. Derek will now just go up and slide into the pile, knock his bag in. Brandon wants to go have a look at this. You see Brandon kind of pointing there. He wants to go backside. Brandon now set. Goes up. Oh, how does that? He hit Derek's bag and didn't fall. Nothing fell. Now Derek wants to go have a look. Watching from the Bay Area on YouTube. I think it's the first time we've had more watching on YouTube than we do on Facebook. Derek will go up, lay into that pile, and then just kind of nudge in, but nothing falls. Score now 3-2. Favor of Bernie and Brandon. Andrew Spencer now first bag. He'll put a block up on Bernie's side. Bernie will go side by each with that one. Andrew will go up for the airmail and hits it. Brandon Brown even give him a smile on that one. Bernie will push in and just collect everything. Andrew is up and in. Bernie's up and he'll go into that pile. Andrew will go in behind. Brandon wants a short airmail. Wants to drag that. Bernie's up. Oh, and he'll get one. Gets his one to fall, and then trampolines off the side. 9 on 8. Make the score now 4-2. Brandon Brown first bag. He's up and in. Derek will put a block up in the front. Brandon will look to get around that. He's off the back. Derek will push his bag in and then stick on Brandon's side of the hole, blocking that part of the hole. Brandon will go in behind. Derek will step out. Knock his own bag in, but leaves Brandon's bag exposed so Brandon can push right through, and does easily. Derek is up and doesn't fall. 9 on 6. Give Brandon and Bernie 3 more. And it's now 7-2. Bernie's first bag will put a block up on Andrew's side. Andrew will droop inside the right side of that hole. Bernie will block everything up. See what Andrew wants to do. Andrew's up and knocks everything in except for the bag he threw. Bernie now is up and he'll right in behind Andrew's bag. Perfect bag by Bernie. Andrew will go in behind that one. See what Bernie wants to do. Go hard push, knock his bag in, and kick to the left. Derek wants Andrew just to go in. Push collect, and only one goes. 10 on 8. Give Bernie 2 more. And we're now 9-2. Again, this is pro doubles, double elimination. Derek will put a block up alongside of Brandon's bag. Brandon will just collect everything, believes his one on the right. Derek will go replace. Brandon up for the airmail with trampolines off his bag and off the back of the board. And Derek side rails it off the right. Derek knew it as soon as he let go of that bag. Brandon goes to the airmail but misses off to the left. Derek will push one of his bags in, so they'll pick up 3, and that's now 9-5. Andrew Spencer now will have first bag. Up, puts a block up a bit too far, I think, on Bernie's side, and Bernie will easily get around it and hang on that left side of the hole on Andrew's side. Andrew will go to the right again, and he's off the board. Bernie will collect his. Great job by Bernie. Andrew's up and in. Bernie will catch on Andrew's bag and just kind of sit in the front. Not a bad bag. Andrew will get around. Bernie will look to go through. He misses right and falls off the side. Only giving up. No, he'll wash it out. Stay 9-5. As Brandon says, Merry Christmas from Toronto to Newfoundland. Derek's first bag is up off the left and to the right end, on the back to the left, and Brandon will follow. Derek's in, and Brandon's in. Derek's in. Brandon is, off to the right. Gives a little bit of an opening for Derek, but Derek goes to the left. Brandon now collects that bag in 10-8. Give Derek 2 more. 9-7 the score now. Derek and Andrew were down in the game against Dion and Albert. They came back to win that game as well. Andrew now first bag. Andrew is up and sitting on the back side of the hole. Bernie will go right up in behind it. Andrew will go in front of that. Bernie will twist Andrew's bag around. I think Andrew can hit that flush and go right through, possibly knocking Bernie's bag on the right off to the right even more. See what Andrew wants to do. He comes through and it doesn't fall. Oh, and then now it goes down once Bernie hits it. See what Andrew wants to do now. If Andrew wants to just put a block up in the front, he goes up and perfectly in the right spot. Brandon wants Bernie to go hard push, flush it all. He goes for airmail. Trampoline's off the back, gets 1 to fall. We're going 8-5. Thought we almost lost the camera there. Derek was leaning on the court. Lead change, 10-9 now for Derek and Andrew. Derek will be in. Brandon will put a block up in the front. Derek will go in behind that. Brandon will bunch up into that pile. Derek will as well, but he's a little off to the left. I think Brandon can still get through and does, and gets 2 to fall. Derek will be up and just into that pile now. 7-6 as we sit right now. Brandon wants to have a look at the chair. I think he's thinking he can drag that bag, but I don't think he can. I think it's kind of caught up on Derek's bag. I don't think he can grab that. Bernie just wanted a regular airmail. Brandon wanted to come down and have a look at it. And here we go. Brandon's up. Okay, he almost did what he wanted to do. That was a good shot by Brandon. Knocks his bag in. He kicks left. If he would have been going through, he could have collected everything. But still, 13-10 now. Another lead change. Bernie now first bag. Bernie's up and in. Andrew will follow him. Bernie's next bag was in. Andrew will sit on the back side of the hole. That may come back. And it does. Bernie helps it in. Andrew's up and in. Bernie's in for a 12. Andrew's up and in. We have a social. We got two Newfoundlanders in the crowd, Dave and drew a blank, but they get the drinks. Brandon will put a block up in the front. Derek could go in behind. Cameras. Brandon, good collect by him. Derek now's got to step out. Turns around a bit and sits in front of the hole. Brandon will try and go through it, but he'll just kind of put a block in behind. I don't think that's a bad bag by Brandon. Derek could go into that pile as well. I think if I'm Brandon, I'm just going to block him behind, and that's what Bernie's. I think Bernie wants him just to sit in behind as well. See what Brandon wants to do. Brandon goes for the push. Only thing that falls is Derek's bag, but Derek, in order to wash so Derek's got to go over the top. He can't drag anything. Derek was wanting to push it. Andrew said, do what you do. Goes for the airmail. Does that get one of Brandon's to drop? 10 on 6. Giving up another 4 more, and it's now 17-10 for Brandon and Bernie. Again, thank all 90 people in the chat for watching on Facebook. And the YouTube side up to 109 watching. Bernie will kick off to the left. Andrew collects his. Andrew wasn't sure at first. Bernie will go in. Andrew is up and put a block up in the front on his side. See what Bernie here now wants to do. Bernie, almost rolls off the back. See what Andrew can do here now. Sitting 7 on 6 at the moment. Andrew goes for the push and collects everything. 12 on 6. And we're 17-16 now. Derek Barrett with first bag. Derek is up and put a block up in the front. Brandon will knock Derek's bag in, but then go to the right side. Derek is up, replaces where his bag was. Brandon will go into that again. Derek will go up and through. Brandon's up and in. Derek is up and just puts one on the right side, kind of in behind Brandon's bag. Brandon will go in and will wash out at 10s. Score will stay 17-16 for Bernie and Brandon over Derek and Andrew. Andrew is up and in. Bernie as well. Andrew's off to the left of the board. Bernie's up and in. Andrew a miss again off to the side. Bernie is in. Andrew needs to be in and collect the bag. Goes to hard push. He's off the back. 9 on 5 at the moment. That is it. Bernie doesn't even need to throw this bag. So now, that will do it. Brandon and Bernie will advance to the King Seat game. They will await the winner of the next game, being Rob Ayers and Craig Haford. Up against Connor Weiss and James Finley. We will take a 2-minute break, and we will be right back here from the EY Center, Ottawa, Ontario. ACL Canada National Championship. We got the pro doubles on top. Right now, we've got Brandon and Bernie in the King Seat game. We will see who they will be playing up next in 2. Be right back. Okay, chat. You wanted the boys from the West. You got the boys from the West. Craig Haford, Rob Ayers, the Iceman, Craig Haford, and Dr. Freeze, Mr. Rob Ayers, against James Finley and Connor Weiss. This is to go to the King's seat. We are off. These bags are alive. Craig's first bag is up and off to the left. Connor will go in behind. Ooh, we got orange on red bags. This should be fun. Octane Ions against the Sub-Zero Tempest. Craig will go in. Craig goes up. Oh, just misses, lands on that backside. And he goes for the walk. Or he's the Iceman. I guess he could slide out of frame. James just giving Connor about like 4 options of what to do. And Connor does the one, I guess we'll call that the 5th option. It's not any of the ones that James had told him. But James and Connor owed to the early lead 2-0. Okay, chat, who you got in this game here? I've already seen some stuff here. Rob will go through. James will sit on the right side of the hole. Rob will go by him. James is off to the left. Rob will go up the center and still hit it. James will go on the left side and drip down, and Rob will go in for a 12. 12 on 8. Give him 4. 4-2. So we got some Connor and James fans. We got some guys from the West. Seeing 2 guys so far, Daryl Bailey and Aaron Giroux. Aaron likes to see that hated logo on Rob's shirt. I haven't messed up their names yet this game. Craig has gone one on the right side of the hole. Connor will put a block up in front of Craig. Craig goes up and just little too much past the hole. Connor will replace his bag. Craig will go through. As in 12 on 8, give them 4, and it's now a 6-4 score for Connor and James. James Finley's first bag is a block up in front on his side. Rob can step out. He'll go in behind. James will go for a push. He'll open it up a bit. And I was going to say, Rob can go up the middle. He hits it. I think that was a great bag by Rob. James will go in for a block in behind. Oh, Craig's giving the nod. Craig's giving the nod. Nod and a shoulder shrug. Hit it. Yeah, just hit it. Craig's just saying, just hit it. Rob's calling a timeout. So they're just talking about it now. I think Craig's saying just kind of doing the short air mill. Just hit it. Rob goes for a hard push. Gets one of his to fall. He stays on. Now Connor's calling for James to go up. James goes up, and he's off the back. Craig wants him to push through. Slick side down, push through. Rob's saying, I want to push through. And Craig's like, yeah, okay, push through. That's what I've been saying. Goes to push, he missed it, and he goes off the back. 5-on-3, give Rob 2. And we're tied up at 6s. Mic echo. I'm not sure why we got a mic echo because it's just I'm the only one. Connor's up on the backside. Let me know, chat, if that's any better. Connor's on the right side of the hole. Craig will go in. Connor misses the airmail off the back. Some big points there for Craig. 13-6 now for Craig and Rob. Rob now his first bag. Up and in. James will put a block up in the front. Rob kicks off that bag and goes to the left. James will replace. Rob will knock James's bag in and slide over the hole. James will go in. Rob goes over top of that hole. James can go in for a 6. And he does. Gives it right back, and we're now 13-12. Favor of Rob and Craig. So there we go. I had a little camera mix-up. Craig will just hang on that side of the hole. Connor sitting on the right side. Craig on the left. Craig, is going to drop. Connor has looked to make sure that Craig does have one bag left. Connor is up. Bangs the board enough. Do we really even wonder what Craig's going to do here? Goes up. Gets one to fall. He'll take 3 out of that. Sorry, Connor picks up points there. 15-13 now. We got a lead change. Both guys have bags on the left side of the hole. James will put a block up in the front. Rob pushes through but flopped over top. James will be up and in. Rob will go off to the left. James will follow him over there. Rob can go in to only give up 2. And no, that could do it. That is game. James Finley, Connor Weiss will advance to play against. Sorry, yes, I did. Sorry, the camera. Connor Weiss and James Finley will advance to play Brandon Brown and Bernie Portolesi in the King Seat game for pro doubles. Looking at, I'll try and get through the rest of the bracket here for you. Right now, Steve James, Nyan Shaw are playing against Albert Parsons and Dion Kuza over on court 2, which is just directly to my left. Rob and Craig are now called up to court 4. They're playing against Carl Menard and Guillaume Tremblay. We will take a quick break here, folks, and we will be back just after this. As soon as the game comes up, we will have it for you.
Be back in 2 minutes from the EY Center here in Ottawa, Ontario, the nation's capital, for the ACL Canada National Championship. Back in 2. Welcome back, ACL Canada Nation, and also ACL Nation around the world, as we are on YouTube as well. We are here, a King Seat game. Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi playing against Connor Weiss, James Finley. Looks like we are ready to go live. Here we go. Bernie Portolesi, first bag. Bring us up and put a block up in the front. For those of you wondering, as you were asked in the chat about the Kuza Albert Parsons score, they are down 10-1 to Steve James and Nyan Shaw. Craig Ayers, Rob Halford getting ready to start against Carl Menard and Guillaume Tremblay. Bernie now his final bag. Ooh, off of James's bag and off the back. Thinking Albert Parsons scored some points over there. It was a big cheer from the Newfoundland contingent. Connor now his first bag. Connor puts his bag in, then slides off the back on the left side. Brandon, nice collect. Connor put a block up in the front. This is a battle of the 1 and 2 seeded teams. Connor will roll over that pile. Brandon goes for a push and gets everything to go. 12 on 7, give Brandon 5. 5-1 the score now. Bernie and Brandon coming in as the 1 seed. Connor and James coming in as a 2 seed, even though they did win 2. It was based on points. Bernie's first bag is hanging on the backside of the hole. The bang of the board by James will knock Bernie's bag in. Bernie will go in behind James's bag. James will do the same and kick left. James will slide through. Yes, Gian and Albert are playing just off to behind where the guys are throwing here now in court 2. Good collect by Brandon. Again, unlike the other Pro divisions we've had, this is a big airmail by Brandon. Connor will collect that in. Brandon puts a block up in the front side. Not happy with that. Connor will go up and bang the airmail himself. Wash that out at 10s. And we continue on. So as I was saying, unlike the Pro division in the previous 4 opens that we've had, that were single elimination, this year is double elimination. Bernie's up and in. Bernie's on the back side of the hole. James will go up in the middle. Looks like James will be up, and he knocks Bernie's bag in. Again, thank you for all of you that have been tuning in here as you await the Spencer McKenzie's tournament to come up. See Thomas Pernack in the chat there. Hello from Germany. You were at our Niagara Falls Open last year. And so we have 52 watching on Facebook, 126 on YouTube. 13-1 the score here for Brandon and Bernie. Bernie's first bag is up and in. James will miss to the left. Gotta see if we can go back and watch our live feeds from earlier. If you can go back to the women's, juniors, and seniors final. 3 incredible games, especially the juniors final. Mason Miller, 10-year-old Mason Miller, gets it in a double dip of Ludwig Daeg. One of my first times getting to see Ludwig on a live feed. I'll be able to see and actually play against Mason. He is tough. I played against him, seen him about a month and a half ago at a Delhi Cornhole Club Regional. And I even said then that there's going to be some big things come from this kid. This kid got 1 in a double dip. He was down big by over 10 points, I believe, and just showed composure to come back. Didn't get down on himself and come back to get the win. 17-1 here for Bernie and Brandon. Connor will put a block up in the front. Brandon kicks off Connor's bag and off the backside of the hole. Connor almost does the same. Connor's bag will go in. Connor will go up for the airmail. Hits the airmail, drags everything, including one of his and one of Brandon's. Brandon is up and in for a 10. Connor is in for a 12, and they'll pick up 2, and it's now 17-3. Good day, Mr. Blair from Charleston, South Carolina. I've got a lot of friends in Charleston. Bernie will just go into that pile. Connors wants James to go in behind, and he does. James asked Connor if he should go for it, and Connor's like, whatever you're feeling. Day from Baltimore, South Dakota checking in. I think that's awesome that we have so many Americans that are checking in to check out ACL Canada. Get to see some of the people that you probably would have seen in the ACL, well, in the Canadian and American exhibition. Match, as you've seen Connor and his partner Paul Vandendam in Rock Hill. Almost got the win against Logan Chamberlain and Justin Burton Jr. Make sure you're giving a like and a share on all these share feeds if you like watching them. Let other people know that you are watching them. We are here live from every ACL Canada Open. Bernie goes into that pile and kicks off to the right. Bernie was just trying to wash it. Board it. Like I said, we are live for every ACL Canada Open. Our next one is October the 25th to the 27th. Calgary, Alberta. Deerfoot Casino. Brandon will go in behind Connor's bag. Connor will push through. Kick off to the right. Connor will be in for a 10. Brandon is up and in for a 12. 19-3 now the score. Then after Calgary in October, we will be somewhere in Ontario, December 5th to the 8th, I believe. Location not disclosed yet. We just know it will be that weekend in Ontario. Bernie off to the right. Oh, and James will miss to the left. Yes, we can. Thomas, you will be seeing them live in Trier, Germany. Connor Weiss will be part of that. Along with Guillaume Morin, Carl Menard, Daniel Faulkner, and Dion Kuza. As well, Paul Vanendam is part of that as well. Yes, Canadian Open in December, somewhere in Ontario. It's yet to be announced where the venue will be. Then we will be heading back to St. John's, Newfoundland, May 30th. Bernie misses it to the left. James can go right through the middle. And does. 10 on 8, give him 2. We'll be back to St. John's, Newfoundland, May 30th to June 1st. So we're going to St. John's a couple weeks earlier than before. Seeing Dion and Albert now down their game. They come back and defeat Nyan Shaw and Steve James, so they will be, I think, possibly coming back here. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get Matt's attention here. They'll be up against Andrew Spencer and Derek Barrett one more time. Brandon is up and in for a 10-10 wash. Dion and Albert were down 10-1 in that game. They've come back to win. So that is 3 of the 4 weekends that we've had this year. We kind of know which weekends they will be. Bernie goes short. James tries to collect everything there, or his bag. Bernie knocks James' bag in and then goes off to the right. James will do the same, but then go to the left. Bernie's up and in. James is in for a 10. Bernie's in for washing out at 10s as well. Brandon tries to push through. Thank you, Keaton. See, even when you're not here, you're here, Keaton. Connor's bag falls down. Not what Connor wanted. Hey, Connor's Connor having some fun with the fans here. 19-8 the score. Connor's up, collects his bags for a 10, and now the crowd gets it. And Brandon collects in. 10 on 9. $19-9 the score now. James first bag up and to the left. Bernie will go into it. Big shot by Bernie. James tries it, but then trampoline's off the back. Bernie pushes into that pile. James goes up. That's game. Bernie doesn't need to throw it there. That will do it. Bernie Portolesi, Brandon Brown will head to the King Seat game. Try and see. I think we will have the. I think we are going to get the rematch here of Andrew Spencer and Derek Barrett versus Albert Parsons, Dion Kuza. I will check it all out, and we will be right back here. 2 minutes time from the EY Center, Ottawa, Ontario. The 2024 ACL Canada National Championships. Back in 2. Welcome back, ACL Canada Nation, as well as ACL Nation around the world on YouTube. We are here. The rematch from round one. St. John's and Conception Bay versus the Point May Mafia. People of ACL Canada know what I'm talking about here. Albert Parsons, Dion Kuza against Derek Barrett and Andrew Spencer. Okay, chat, we're at 110 on YouTube. We're only at 46 on Facebook. I know all of you Newfoundlanders on Facebook are all going to be jumping in here soon. So I want to see Facebook be as many people watching as YouTube. Okay, I want to see this here happen here now. Trying to see in other games in the bracket here. Up next, Craig Halford, Rob Ayers defeated Carl Menard, Guillaume Tremblay 22-15. So the winner of this game will play Rob Ayers and Craig Halford. Then the winner after that will then go on to face Connor Weiss and James Finley. And then after that we'll go on to the final. So we'll have the boys from the West on one more time, at least. Looks like we are going to be ready to go here. We are ready to start. Derek Barrett with the spin. With Albert retiring here after this here pro season is done, Dion has just called Derek and Andrew the new kids on the block. Dion's first bag is up and to the right. If anyone's watching the St. John's Open, the singles, Dion double dipped by Brady Foster for the Open singles title there. Derek will put a block up in the front. Dion and Albert still throwing their yellow Octane Sparks. Derek and Andrew still throwing their Titan Darts. Albert's first bag is up and in. Andrew will be off to the right. Albert will just bounce off of Andrew's bag and in. Andrew will put a block up. Albert will go into it. Andrew goes for the hard push and collect, and they'll wash it out at tens. Score will stay 0-0. Mike, I'm going to say a lot. No matter if it's just a fun game or just a regular night at the Remax. For American watchers here, the Remax Center is where Cornhole Newfoundland plays in St. John's. And to know what kind of a turnout they have, they play 5 to 6 nights a week for their league. They get at least 60 players out on league nights each night. Sometimes up to 70, sometimes up to 80 players on a league night. I'm talking like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, you're getting that many players out on a league night. Dion's in for a 12. Derek, he rolls over the hole. Give Dion the big crooked number. 6-0 now for Dion and Albert. Although I believe they were up big in the last game as well. Albert puts his first bag up and in. Andrew will put a block up. Albert will go in to Andrew's bag and replace it. Andrew will go in behind Albert's bag. Dion wants Albert just to push it up. And they start that train down the board. They're halfway through the Maple Leaf. And a big airmail by Andrew Spencer. Albert returns the favor. Oh, and the fist bump by Albert. Wow. Andrew hits it and drags. Wash that out at tens with some big shots. Dion just said, I can't believe you hit those shots. Wow. Both players, big shots. Derek will put a block up in front. Dion will step out. Dion goes into Derek's bag, then kicks left. Still grabbable, though. Derek moves his bag closer to the lane, but then off the back. Dion will, collects going right to left. Derek's bag, and then Derek will go in behind Dion's bag. Each player with one bag left. Dion is up and off to the right, not what he wanted. Derek will look to sneak in that right side there. Bit of room. No, he'll just go into it. He'll wash that out at 8s, and we'll continue with the score 6-0. Shannon, I'm just glad that Albert's showing some sort of life and reaction like that. The last two in St. John's, the Open there, and then here. He's never really shown any of the big reactions. I think the last time I'm ready to do a video as he gives like a wink and a smile to one. One was just stuck his chest out, and then he'd give that fist bump that he gave there. Andrew unlucky to go off the back. Dion wants to come in around there. And he almost does. Derek has a lane up the middle that he can hit. And he does. 8-on-7. Derek will put a block up on Dion's side. I think Dion will be able to get around that one. Oh, Dion will push Derek's bag a little closer into the hole. I think Derek's just going to worry about going up the middle. And does. Gives his bag a little tap. Dion will just go right on by. Derek will put another block up the front. Dion has a little peek around to see how many bags Derek has left. Dion pushes one of Derek's bags in. They both have one bag left. Derek will just go in behind, not want a little farther right than he wanted. Dion can go up the middle. Dion, the couple bag tap and ready to throw. Pushes through. We'll wash that out at 10s. Up to 134 on YouTube and 85 on Facebook. Andrew, first bag. Ooh, corn dog. Albert's up and gives it right back to him. He's off the back. Andrew will go in. Albert will almost go by the hole, but he'll go in. Dion liked that bag by Albert. See what Andrew wants to do here now. Goes for the push. Not exactly. Oh, and Dion, Dion goes for the dive and save, but couldn't. Score 11-2 for Dion and Albert. Dion here, first bag. He is up and in. Derek will be off to the right side of that hole. And Dion just doing the hill climber from The Price is Right, just hanging on the backside. Derek will go in. Dion will go in behind Derek's bag. Derek goes in behind. There's Dion, next bag up. Puts his one in, then stays on the backside. And it's down, and we'll wash that out at 10s. And we will continue. Hawkeye fired up from Northern Michigan. We have so many Michigan players that come over and play with us in ACL Canada. The Michigan players, Jordan Ellis, Jeremy Schemerhorn come over with us. Jordan Brown, Steve Gray, newly minted pro Stephen Gray, come over and play regular with the Forage Oak guys in St. Thomas. Andrew's up and in. Albert's up and in as well. Andrew misses left. Give Albert some more. 15-2 now the score. Dion now his first bag. He is up and in. Derek will put his first bag up and to the right. Dion will bully Derek's bag a bit and go in. Derek will put goalpost up there. Dion hits one of those goalposts. Derek will follow it over there. Not what he wanted. Dion now his final bag. He is up and in for a 10. 10 on 3. Derek has to be in. Derek just said, he goes, got to be in, that's all, right? Yep. And he does. 10 on 6, give them 4, and it's now 19-2 for Dion and Albert. Andrew will put his bag in behind Albert. Albert will push into that pile. See what Andrew wants to do here. If he wants to go just in behind, he'll knock off towards the left. Dion wants Albert to give that a nice nudge. Or airmail. Albert gives that a nice nudge, but nothing falls. Derek wants Andrew to come have a look at it. Sure, Bond over on the YouTube side. If you think that you can come to Canada win every tournament, that's, it's. Feel free to do what you want. Graham over on the Facebook side wanting a roll. Wanting a roll from Andrew. We've seen that in some garage videos that he's done with Derek. No, he knocks Albert's bag down. 5-on-4, give them 1. (20-2) now the score. Dion now. Up and in. Derek is off the right. That could be the miss that Dion needs. Dion is up and in. Derek is in. Dion is up and in for a 9. Derek will put another block up the front. Dion's got that big smile. See what Dion wants to do here now. Just goes in. And Andrew makes the comment to Dion about not shooting it. Derek could go up and misses it, and that will do it. The Dion and Albert farewell tour will continue as they'll now face Rob Ayers and Craig Halford up next here. Just waiting for Rob and Craig to get back up to the court. We will take one more break here as we wait those two to get here. And I'll be back from the EY Center, Ottawa, Ontario, the nation's capital at the ACL Canada National Championship. Back in 2.
Welcome back. Looks like we're down to one back, and then they're going to start. Finishing up here. So Derek Barrett and Andrew Spencer will finish fourth here. This game is loser will finish. Sorry, the last game was for fifth. This is for fourth place here. Winner of this game will go on to play Connor Weiss and James Finley. Then to go on and play Brandon Brown and Bernie Portolesi. So we have 4 teams remaining in the bracket. Like I said, these two, and then Connor Weiss, James Finley, and then Brandon Brown and Bernie Portolesi. Oh, so that was the start. It's like Rob and Craig are up early here. Scoreboard here. Craig will put a block up in the front. Rob and Craig out to an 8-0 lead. Our scoreboard didn't refresh here. So I will get that to refresh. To figure that out. Thankfully, this is the first time today that I've had to do that. Quite honestly, it usually is more than that the scoreboard will act up on me. 14-0 here now for Craig and Rob. Dion now, he's up and in as well. Craig will put one up block up in the front. We have not seen any of the big airmails from Craig yet. Which I'm afraid if he does with him being on that side of the board, and he usually goes for a walk. We got cords right there. He could take out some cameras, and we got a social. Rob gives it out to Holler as well. Oh, yes, Bond. This is the ACL Canada Pro Doubles. We'll also have a Pro Qualifier here on Sunday morning. This is the 5th and final event in the Pro Division. Ooh. Rob just misses, and Albert will follow him over for 2 more points, and it's now 16-0.
That number is growing. This year it was 28. I want to say possibly, I think in the 30s, I think. Because at each conference event there will be two pro spots given out. Dion will go up in behind those bags. Craig goes for the airmail, but just one goes and the shark fins up on the backside of the hole. Is that Craig laughing? we got a smile out of Craig during a game. Dion will collect one of Craig's bags. Craig wants to go have a look. You want to know if Rob wanted him to shoot it or just go through it. No, but the ACL Canada and the ACL is basically separate for pros for the Canadian side. There is some pros from Canada that do go down and play in the States, and he gives it a shoulder shrug because it wasn't a full-on airmail. He kind of flushed it around the hole. We do have two Canadian women who have qualified to be pros in the States, Lana Smith and Crystal Higgins. And that is a 4. 20-0 here now. Yeah, so Chris Higgins, Lana Smith have qualified to be pros down in the States. Not sure if they've both accepted yet. Ooh, and Rob, those corner dug. Albert to put a block up in the front. Rob's off the back. Albert is off the back. Craig's just telling Rob, just throw it. Just throw whatever you want. He goes, got that one on the board there now. Albert will drop the one. Rob goes through. 5-on-4. Dion now, first bag. Dion's up and in. Craig will slide in. Oh, Craig just hangs on that backside. Dion now up and in for a 12. And Rob is in for a 10. 12 on 10 give them 2 more to make the score now 20-3 for Rob and Craig. Albert's in, and Rob will put him up in the front. Rob will go through. Albert's in again. Rob will put another block up in the front. Albert will go in behind that. Craig wants Rob to step out. Ooh, Rob goes wrong side of that bag. Looking 10-on-5. 5 more. 20-8 now the score. Dion now, first bag. Dion will hang up on that left side of the hole. Craig will go in behind him. Dion didn't want that bag, but he did get one of his to drop. But I think Craig can collect his bag, and he does. Dion now. Up and off to the left. That could do it here. Craig's up and put a block up in the front. Albert wants Dion to go up, and Dion, that was Dion's big laugh because Albert kind of gave him a point to go up. Give him a thumbs up. Go up high. And that will be 9 on 8 right now. That will do it. Craig's off the back, but that will do it. Craig airs Rob. I was trying not to do it. I just did it. Craig Haford, Rob Ayers defeat Dion Kuza, Albert Parsons, and they will advance to play Connor Weiss and James Finley. Seeing Connor and James are not around the court. So we will take another break and be right back here with the match to see who will go to the final to play against Brandon Brown and Bernie Portolesi. Back in a moment from the EY Center, Ottawa, Ontario, with the ACL Canada Nationals 2024. Well, chat, we are back here with the semifinal game to see who will go to the final. We have Craig Haford, Rob Ayers against Connor Weiss and James Finley. And I'm joined alongside again by Mr. James Forbes. James, you're done playing, so you're back here with me here.
Done playing. Yeah, it was. We didn't play bad. Lost a few. We went 2-2. Played pretty good. Sometimes you just run into some hot teams. Our game against Menard and Gilliam Tremblay was the one. Gilliam threw 11.5 and Menard 11-2.
Okay.
Tough to win that one. Tough to win that one. Well, here we go. Semifinals here. Got a little Ontario versus Alberta action.
I was trying to see if these bags were live or not because they haven't done anything with the scoreboard. I'm guessing with Rob going for that shot,
I'm gonna guess
these are live.
These are gamers. Yep. 12-10. Alberta picks up 2.
But it's the Rob and Craig both have those faces even when you're just talking to them. Right? It's just
Serious business.
And I got through 2 games of them being on the live feed without mixing up their names, and right till the end of the last game, it hits. Good shot by Craig to go around. Okay, Chad, yep, I will get the cameras.
Jammed up in front. Craig likes to throw the airmail, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's...
And he hasn't really thrown one yet. On an early timeout.
Early timeout.
Nice that we're starting to get a crowd form around the court here.
Does have one hanging on that back side. I mean, he could jam it up and force James to shoot it, or maybe James steps out for a push. Looks like he's got 2 bags to the left. Interesting to see what Craig does. Like I said, I played him many a time this year. He likes to throw that airmail. And he decided to jam it up. Try to jam it up. Looks like James is going to step out for that push. He's got 2 bags there hanging on the left side.
Oh, and he's off the back.
6-3.
Give them 2 more. That's now 5-0.
Notice what the Alberta guys, they're a little bit emotional. They like to ride momentum. So if he's can keep momentum going, they're going to be in a good spot this game. That's a great shot.
Yeah, they are all business. Great, great shot by Rob. All business when they come to an event. And you know what? I don't actually mind that.
No, either do I. Nice shot by Connor cutting it in. He's still got his lane. Tough for Rob to step out and try to push through and get it jammed up. Connor's still got that right to left.
And his side of the hole is just fully open there.
He likes to throw this cut shot here.
No, we missed
Jammed it.
Washed that out at 8. Yeah, haven't seen any of those big airmails from Craig yet.
Ooh, James off the board.
This is in. Rob will go a little higher there.
Oh, this could be a big end.
This
little fist pump there.
12
pick
on
up
7.
5 more. 10-0.
I'm trying to think for those high airmails. I think this is one of the highest roofs that we've played, I guess, other than Niagara.
Yeah, this building kind of reminds me of Niagara, just with the big concrete floor. big structured inside. Most times we end up in curling clubs, right?
Yep.
It's a little bit more compact in there.
I would say this is a mix between Niagara and Drummondville.
Yeah, Drummondville is, I guess we're not even far. We're pretty close to Drummondville right now. A
Yep.
couple hours away, right? That was looked like a brand new facility too. Big, wide open, kind of warehouse kind of feel to it.
Yep. Connor will drop in.
Wouldn't be surprised here if you see Connor end up throwing a block here. Might have tried but missed to the right.
Rob's side is just open and he's just taking it. Connor will take it as well.
It's okay. Be hard for Connor to sneak in without that back one of Rob's dropping here.
Mm-hmm. Connor will board it and we'll wash that out at 8s.
I think that was a half-hearted attempt at a roll bag.
Yes. Didn't I want it to? If it will roll, it'll roll. If
If it
not,
doesn't, we're washing.
yeah.
Exactly.
Great to see. We got 122 in the YouTube chat, 63 on the Facebook side. Eric Pearson cheering on the Ontario boys. And the big airmail from Craig.
That's what we're talking about.
That's the first clean airmail I've seen from him. One more time.
That's going to slink. It's slinking.
It does. I had to talk to him. I was like, just watch when you're going. There's a cord there that I don't want you taking
10-10.
out.
Wash it out.
When you do your big airmail and your fist pump and you run away.
I feel like I played Craig a lot in the pro stuff this season. Calgary, we played in pro teams. We played in the bracket. Played in the open bracket. And I've teamed up with Rob too quite a bit this year, both being part of the Calgary Chargers. So, seeing these guys play a lot. Good players.
Yep. Exactly, like Hawkeye in the YouTube chat. You can do it on Facebook as well. Smash that like button. Help out that algorithm. Let people know that we are here. Got cornhole going on, so we'll be all day tomorrow as well, starting 11 a.m. with pro singles. Big bag by Rob there to get in.
I believe we got a 10-on-6 there. So Connor and James pick up some points and get on the board. 10-4. Almost cut the lead in half right there. See what James decides to do here with his first bag. Past the hole.
I was going to say, look for Craig to go after that bag, but James took care of it for him.
Another miss, not obtainable. Chance for Craig to get 4 here at least. Just stays down the middle.
I think this is almost.
A little short. Get 2 though.
Announcer thought jinx, because I was almost about to say, I think this is automatic.
My bad.
That was what I was thinking. I was blaming myself for that one.
12-4 now. Rob with first bag. See if he can get back on track after throwing a few off the back there. Yep.
Rob
back side of the hole. That might slink back. Not sure what they're throwing. Are they throwing the Tempest?
Yep. Yeah, they've thrown those bags every event this year. So anyone from Sub-Zero, if you're watching, hit up Craig Haford and Rob Ayers.
It's going to be tough on Connor. I think we might see a roll bag.
Yep. Haven't really seen one from him at all.
Tried
Just
it.
Kicks
Send
right.
It up right. Yep. 8-8 wash.
Craig here now, his first bag is up and in.
He's been automatic with that first bag.
Oh. Like right from day one in Niagara. Second bag, not as good.
I don't know if that ion's going to drip back on the right side. Maybe if it gets a little help like that, bump into it a few times, it might come back.
I think he might need a lot of help.
Starting to now. Chance for James to pick up some here. Gets two.
Gets two.
Gets two.
Which is that we talked about that during the seniors final, about the taking the one, right, or just getting the lower amount of points. I talked with Paul Aiken about that. He was saying that, he was down 17-5. He's like, I wanted to take just that 1 point. I'm not going to go and do something, some big shot to try and get extra points when I know I can grab one, just to kind of keep stuff going.
Yeah, when you're down that far, firstly you need to get momentum back.
Yep.
You got to find a way to get momentum back before you start thinking about anything else. So yeah, sometimes it's just getting that one. Can I get maybe it's just a board for one, or maybe it's just an open hole for two, like
Rob
whatever
off
it
the
is.
back.
Just to get momentum back. And we could be seeing it right here. Connor has a chance to hit a big shot get some of that momentum back. Sitting on 6-on-2 right now.
And Rob hits the airmail.
Minimizes the damage to 6-5. Connor just gets one.
Yeah, because Paul had said, I was playing horrible in that game. I was just trying anything to get it, and then he got that momentum back and then got the win. Craig's got to find it here for himself.
Good block by James. I like that. Oh, baby. This could be a big one.
And it is. Win 12-on-5?
Yeah, that's a 7 spot. And we got a lead change.
14-12 now the score.
Those are hard to come back from. So we just talked about momentum. So now Craig and Rob got to find a way to get it back. And maybe it starts off by just like we were talking about, that 1 point. Just get that 1 point and get momentum back.
Yep. And, we talk about that. If anyone can do it, it's Rob and Craig, because we've seen it in Calgary. And Peter Gunn is sitting across from us. Him and his partner were up. Oh, Connor just missed that. Him and his partner were up 20-0 on Craig and Rob. And Craig and Rob came back and won 22-20.
Yeah. You play to 21. Until someone has it, the game ain't over. Oh.
Connor goes to the remote, then trampolines off the back. Does Connor want to go for it after two failed?
I wouldn't have mind seeing Rob
or one failed
there, because if it's deep, it's going to knock Connor off.
Yeah.
Connor's in a tough spot here.
Oh. Gets his front one to drop, and he stands on that backside. Rob goes for the push, but does not go in.
5-4. James and Connor get one more.
James here now, his first bag.
That's as good as in.
I think so, yeah. Craig.
Little momentum stop here.
That's Craig has called a lot of timeouts like that there, and it's really helped him. It's just a mental. They're not even talking about game. It's just It's just a mental reset.
Just take a breath, reset. Try to slow it down a little bit. That's all it is. Yeah. Sometimes you need those. I don't know if Craig goes up or tries to step out a little. Little cut right to left here. That's okay. Jam the hole.
Yep. Oh, big shot by James. Gotta go in behind again. See if James will go for that again. Or if you just go in behind. Goes up one more time and hits the air backside.
Craig, flops on the backside. 10 on 6, give him 4. And it's now 19-12. We're in that red zone.
Red zone. See if Connor sets a trap here with a block first. Yep.
He doesn't, and he'd been struggling with his block up until now.
And there it is. That's all you need.
Yep.
Now Connor's just going to run the hole.
I think I would almost go block again. He's on the backside.
Good shot. Pulled it towards the hole. See what Connor does here.
Connor's in.
That's still game.
12 on 10. That will do it. And I think it's fitting. We got the top and second seed coming into this here. Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi will be playing against James Finley, Connor Weiss for this here. Brandon and Bernie had won the first doubles in Niagara. Connor and James won in Drummondville and St. John's. So they got 2. Brandon and Bernie have 1. See who will come out on top here. So we'll be back just after this here. ACL Canada National Championship from the EY Center. Ottawa, Ontario, back in 2. Welcome back, ACL Canada Nation on Facebook and ACL Nation around the world on YouTube. We are here. We are down to the final game here, James, for the ACL Canada Pro Doubles event. Not the final game for the day because we will be back 7 p.m. tonight, right? Yep.
7 p.m. for teams.
For the teams semifinals. Calgary versus Toronto.
Correct.
And then we will have St. John's versus Montreal.
All right. Here we go. Bernie and Brandon won the spin, so they'll throw first here. These are the top two teams of the season in pro doubles.
Yep. Brandon and Bernie number 1, Connor and James number 2. So Brandon and Bernie just have to win one. Connor and James have to double dip as they came from the bottom side. James puts a good bag in behind Bernie's there. Bernie's off to the right again.
Good replace. Good replace by James.
Very good. Another good blocking behind by Bernie as well.
Bernie probably go fast side, blow it through there.
That's exactly what Brandon just said to him.
Nothing.
And they
goes.
bunch up. Connor wants him to go right through it.
Yep.
And he does.
10 on 8.
Connor and James strike first.
Take a 2-0 lead here. Interesting to see how Connor plays this one against Brandon.
Brandon off to the left.
Brandon able to grab momentum still here. Connor goes in, Brandon goes in. Brandon still gets the point here, so we'll see how this plays out. Jammed up, can board it for one, shoot it. You don't see this very often, but Brandon Brown maybe with a board coming up.
He got to, yeah.
Barely.
You know what? I've
Barely.
seen that a lot from him this year. His style has changed up, and I think it's made him a better player because in the past,
Just trying to score.
yeah, he would have just been I want to go for that big shot, right? Or now he's playing that chess game. He's getting those smaller points.
Got Mr. Stephen Gray here in the chat. Let's go Bernie Portolesi. That would be new ACL Pro, Stephen
Exactly.
Gray.
Yes.
Good shot by Bernie.
And I think for the first time outside of, gonna say Drummondville and St. John's, we are 5 deep in spots in the crowd across from us.
That's right. Ooh.
James misses it. Bernie gets
Right
his
back.
to win.
Chance for a wash here for James, and he'll take that.
Wash that out of 10s.
He'll take that.
So we got 56 on the Facebook side, 114 on the YouTube side.
Brandon misses right. Not sure he'll be able to throw that cut and bring that one back. Blocks Connor now.
Really like that we have a lot on the YouTube side watching because I've always found that the cornhole crowd hasn't embraced YouTube the way I would like. Just from doing the show for 5 years on YouTube.
10.
10 and 10 wash. Just for doing the show 5 years on YouTube and then kind of switching over to doing a lot of stuff on Facebook. Still slow getting on the YouTube side. Right? Like I'll have, 20 to 30 views on the YouTube side, but then up to 500-600 views on the Facebook side. So Really like to get the YouTube side kind of. I know Wally's even going to try and move some stuff over the YouTube side. Good day, Steve. How you doing? You did great yourself. Doing Jordan's games at the Pro Qualifier.
I've lost to Steve too many times. Too many times.
James will go into his bag.
We're going to be able to work around that and get both to go.
He gets one.
One in a hanger. See what happens here for James. Oh, James up in his own bags. We've got a 10-on-6.
Give them 4 more.
5-2.
5-2.
Brandon throwing the block. It's a couple times now we've seen Brandon start off with the block on Connor.
Connor with the,
not
did they just
wasting
switch
time.
Did those two guys just switch bodies?
Maybe. Connor not wasting time there. Brandon has that right to left cut though. That his bag on the right side there at the front, that is not out of play.
Let's see what Connor wants to do now. Connor splits it. Oh, he gets one of Brandon's to go as well.
One hanging. Jammed it up. Connor has a chance here. He could easily pull that back, end up with a 12-on-8 here. Just going to go right to left, and I think if he goes in, he goes in. If it falls too. Just make sure you get yourself the 2 points.
Yep.
Oh, and he blows it off the back.
8 on 7.
One more for Brandon and Bernie.
Zach McNeil, you may not be here, but you got to just watch like 18 concerts at Churchill Park in St. John's. Watching all those people that are like.
I've never been to a concert in my life.
Oh, no?
Never.
Oh,
Not one. Not one.
I think there was just like 18 concerts in a row and 18 nights in a row.
First bag for Bernie blocker. It seems like Bernie and Brandon both, I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but a lot of blockers with bag one.
I think for some that could be with them playing in the States so much the last couple of years, they're seeing that's
a little bit more dirty game
yeah.
than it had been previously, for sure. Oh, great bag by Bernie. James has a chance to go through the middle though and pick it up, and he does. Great shot. Bernie finishes up with a 10. James has a chance to score. Oh, and he misses it off. It's a 10-on-7. Oh, no, sorry. 10-9. One more. One more. First bag for Brandon. See if he goes right back to that block again. There it is.
He does. And I love that in a game. See if Connor will try and split those two. Almost does.
I think Brandon's bag there is on the fast side. One to go, but I think that one to the left there, that's out of play now. I don't even think Brandon can bring that one back. Oh, tries to. Connor has a chance.
And Connor just throws it out. He takes the one.
Seven 3 here now. James with first bag. No, I do not want to go see Taylor Swift.
Eric, you know what, Eric? No Eric, you can't say that in chat because I know there's probably one person in Newfoundland who's watching and saying like, Eric, I'm going to be your best friend forever. Because she has been trying to get to Taylor Swift for like the last 4 years.
I'm not doing T Swift. Jams up. That one's inching closer to falling at the backside there. James is going to look to come around and does.
Great shot by James. Brandon wants the airmail. Bernie says, all right. Let's see how this is going to go. And he does. Big shot by Bernie. Connor here now is trying to inch that bag closer into the hole.
I like that. I like that block by Brandon there. Make it tough on him. He could spin off this.
Yep. And he does. And Bernie then pinches that up on the backside.
Connor probably just looking to go in and give up 2. And it jams. And I think that's 4 more.
It is. 14-3 now. Brandon and Bernie.
Again, they've been successful with the block game. Let's see if they keep it going here. See if we can keep it going here with that block. And there it is. Yep.
Bernie with the
Staying
first
with
bag
it.
block.
Bernie can collect that. Even if he doesn't get to go in the first one, just inch it towards the hole. Get it on the next one. Yep. Might step out. Gonna step out, go right to left here. See if he can probably push 2 and replace. If he leaves 1, that's okay. He's got the advantage. Spun off a little. Go through the middle here. Make James hit a shot for a wash. Oh,
He
James
misses.
Now James has a chance to score.
James has a chance to pick up 2.
No. And it jams. 8-6.
Make it now 16-3 for Brandon and Bernie.
One thing I've noticed, and I noticed it even when I was playing my last game or two, I feel like the more people in here now, the boards have slowed down a little bit.
Yep. Because this morning they were lightning quick.
Playing real fast. That's 12. 12-10, 2 more for Brandon and Bernie.
We're now 18. Yeah, Wolfpack is headed here from Brantford. 6 of those guys in the vehicle.
Yikes. Can only imagine what's being said in that vehicle.
Look out, 401 coming down here.
18-3 in this one. Again, like I've said before, we've seen the block. That one goes in, a little different. James misses long.
There.
That one's out of play. Probably see Bernie just run bags at this point. Play for the 12.
Don't mind that bag.
Oh,
There now Bernie does run it and it's over.
that's almost better leaving it.
Yep.
End up getting another spin off.
Yeah, in for the win.
Oh, jammed it. That's good.
Yeah.
They need 3. I'm not sure how James gets this.
James has to try and kick one of those bags out of the hole.
That's one of those situations where it's better to leave that bag there than go in.
Yep.
I'm not sure how James
I think there's
gets anything to go
nothing.
here.
I don't think there's a thing he can do.
No.
Because you're not even
Like at
guaranteed
this
his
point, it's
bag that's
almost
hanging on the right side to go in either.
Yeah, at this point, it's almost he needs to find a way to bar soap one of those bags. Most likely the front one, because the back one of Bernie's looks like it's 3/4 of the way in the hole, and
Yep.
still drag his bag on the right. Like we're talking impossible shot here.
Mm-hmm.
1 in a million. I mean, it is cornhole and anything can happen, but this is about as tough as it gets for a shot here.
I think, honestly, scores 18-3. But I think Brandon and Bernie have both played almost a perfect game.
Yeah, they played the block game, and they must have seen something earlier in the day or in previous games that made them decide to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they played the block game pretty consistent from start to finish here. And even if their first bags were falling in, it seemed like it was almost like that drip where it wasn't really meant to.
Whoa, there goes the camera almost.
And that will wrap
That will do
that
it.
up.
Brandon Brown, Bernie Portolesi take down Connor Weiss and James Finley to win the Pro Doubles event here Each team now finishes with 2 doubles wins apiece for the season. So we are going to take a break here from Ottawa. We are going to be back 7 p.m. Eastern, so another little over an hour and a half time. We will have the 2 pro teams semifinals coming up here to end day 1 here. Day 1 of 4. Already feels like day 8 already.
Yeah.
But thank you all for watching. Come back here, like I said, in about another hour and a half.
7 o'clock. Pro teams.
Pro teams will have.
We're
You're
in
on
game
top
1.
first. We don't know the lineup yet.
I got to find out from Coach if I'm in the lineup or not.
That's all super secret lineup.
I got to find out from Coach if I'm in the lineup.
I got to go check into a hotel, then come back. So, join us here again. Coming back here, like I said, 7 p.m. Eastern. Pro teams semifinals from the EY Center in Ottawa, Ontario. Here, that was James Forbes. Doug Coombs here, also known as the Corn Doug. Don't want to know why that is, but have fun.
See you at 7.
Yes, if you're going to throw a bag somewhere, just have fun. That's all you need to do. Have